Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Play Casket. These are your hosts for Rock of the Goblin and
Ghost Your Coast.
And today we're going to be more like elitist nonsense with talking about Smash Brothers like everybody else because we want our algorithm to match too.
Let me smash.
Lemme smash. But we're going to talk, it's more going to be like kind of a retrospective. By this point, Sora is our last character in Smash Brothers Ultimate. And we're going to just kind of look back at a lot of Smash Brothers in general, how we felt about everything, what we got out of our desires, and what we changed over the years.
Disclaimer: I still haven't. I haven't tried Sora yet, but I haven't tried Sora yet. So
he floaty, and I have a secret video that's coming up for all you Sora fans out there, so you're gonna enjoy that, and people who don't.
You see Ganondorf and Little Mac just wringing their hands. Yeah.
But we're going to go ahead and just talk about the DLC as a whole. And I'm not talking about just Packet 1. I'm talking about the Ultimate DLC as a whole. Like what they've offered from Piranha Plant onward. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and let you kind of have a conversation about that. Make your opinion, how you feel about the characters and such like that.
A little iffy, I guess. For the most part, a lot of it's just a lot more third parties than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much too. I was kind of hoping for more Nintendo characters.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the reasons is just because it's easier to pull out. You know what I mean? Like, if Nintendo makes a new Smash Brothers, they can always go, instead of talking to Sega for this, and this, I'm just going to go ahead and add these guys back.
But didn't Sakurai say it'll be easier for the next time they make the second one?
We'll probably talk about that in a little bit. There's a little bit more details to that. Mm-hmm. And I'll talk about more of that here in a bit. But I think, personally as the DLC, there are some interesting surprises for me. Mm-hmm. Like stuff I didn't expect to happen, but it wasn't something I wanted.
Sora, Sora couldn't believe got in, though.
Sora, I think, just because of the business with Sora. Like, Sora as a character is very overhyped character. Like, it's very cringy, right? My business and my grief isn't with Sora directly.
Yeah.
It's actually more with who owns it.
Yeah.
And that is Disney. Everybody who says otherwise needs to do some research. They wholly own the intellectual properties of Sora in any Kingdom Hearts.
I do know the papers are kind of hard to find, but trademark-wise, yeah,
it's all Disney.
Yeah.
It's all Disney.
Yeah.
Okay? And with that, with the previous work I have done that connects with Disney and alternative jobs I've done, Disney is horrific to work with.
I know.
Say, like, it is beyond a doubt probably the most stressful thing stressful company to work with.
Yeah. There's also copyright and trademark. Comics Matter was talking about that too. I think trademark is you can't. Sorry, I'm going to fudge this. But trademark versus copyright, there's like, if you get things that are too similar, you're not allowed to do. I think that's trademark. So if you make Coca-Cola, we're not sponsored, so please don't sue us. So if you have something as trademark, it's Coca-Cola. You can't make something that sounds similar to Coca-Cola. So if you want something that sounds like Coca-Cola with a G, you can't do that.
Or Toga-Cola or something to that point. Yeah. Something to that point. There's weird gray areas on that too, and all that. So it's weird. But Disney also has a notorious record with how things are controlled.
Yeah.
Like, just to put it in perspective, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Disney wanted to make sure not only the percentage of the character is even with any WB character or more. But they also have stuff like they will find stores who will have a rival company next to a new release of one of their other things. Like if they have a display out there, and right next to that display, let's say if they had what's a good
Frozen
Disney?
Can't be next to Frozen Land.
Yeah, no, Frozen can't be next to, say, a new Scooby-Doo movie that came out.
No, okay.
So, like if they both have displays, right? They're like, hey, how come there's that? They find them.
Yeah, which is interesting too, because movies that release on the same box office day do make a lot of money too. I think Stepdad came out at the same time with the Avengers, and it made a shit ton of money.
Because there will be people that go there and then realize it's sold out.
Yeah.
It's sold out, and they're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what Stepdad's about.
Yeah.
And it happens quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
But no, I'm talking about ones that are like a rival company. So
Yeah.
like Disney can't be next to a WB and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And because of that, how it affects Smash Brothers, you can basically already say that with almost 100% impunity, you're not ever seeing Mortal Kombat in there, ever.
Yeah.
No spirits, no fighters, no assist trophies, no music, no stage, no nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You literally removed an entire franchise for one character.
Yeah.
Basically.
Well, it also reminds about Joss Whedon when he didn't want to come back and do any more Marvel movies because Age of Ultron was such a nightmare for him. He said, like, you know, they wanted, like, you could shoot things, like, we want this amount of violence, but you can't do it this way. We want this kind of action. You have to include this, but you can't put this in here. And he was like, no, I'm not coming back, just because it was such a nightmare to work with Disney. And then now it's like, I remember Game Explain was a little talking about how we didn't see Goofy and Donald because they don't want Disney characters punching and kicking things. At the same time, they didn't want Disney characters getting punched and kicked. So it's like
there's actually a whole list of what type of violence is allowed, even in the presence of certain characters.
Yeah.
So even if there's no blood and there's no real like really crunchy noise and stuff, like think about it. Right now, there is a throw on Snake that cracks the neck and lowers the character onto the ground.
Yeah.
That, I can almost tell you right now, has probably been an oversight on Disney, but if they catch that, they're likely to go, Snake needs to be removed.
Yeah.
Or that move needs to be removed.
Yeah.
So expect major changes if they ever do a future one. That's basically how Disney is. And if WB by any chance buys somebody like way forward, Shantae is basically go ahead and scratch that out too. Yeah. That's why I'm not keen with Disney being involved in any of this, because it's not about Sora. It's like it's a monkey paw race.
Yeah.
Right now, a lot of people keep saying, accept Sora. Just why can't you be happy for these Sora fans? Because that requires me to accept Disney.
Yeah.
And people say it's not the same. It is the same.
And to be fair, we don't know all this, but we know it's there. Like
we know it's there. It's
Disney's.
There's enough.
Disney's so fickle.
There's enough evidence out there to show that this is highly more predictable than people think it is.
Yeah.
Because the people who are saying, I don't care if Disney's involved as long as I have Sora, will eventually become, I don't care if these characters are not allowed in Smash as long as I have Sora.
Yeah.
Will eventually become, I don't care if these characters were removed as long as I have Sora.
Well, maybe we'll get a compromise and
they will eventually become gatekeepers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if anything, maybe we won't get to see Sora. Like, hey, you guys could keep Sora in so long as you make a Disney Smash Brothers.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's.
I can only hope.
I think that's going to be no, namely because violence again.
Yeah.
Disney and violence.
True.
I don't think, like, even if that was a possibility, I don't think that will ever happen. It'll do something else, something wacky.
Okay.
You know, so that's why even Epic Mickey, you didn't really hit any actual characters. You only hit ink blot things.
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that, right? So we know Disney's basically going to dangle this. So. No.
Yeah, we'll see when the new when Switch 2 comes out, and we'll see a Smash
we'll talk. I want to elaborate that on further in a little bit, but
anyways, enough about Disney.
Yeah, enough about Disney. Let's get back onto the happy bits. What did you kind of hope for in this DLC? Like, just reasonable, nothing exciting, just more reasonable. Like it's within the realm of possibility.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter? Yeah. You did talk about that.
Yeah. We almost got Doom Guy, so.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, I don't think we would have gotten Doomslayer as a playable character.
Yeah.
Just because how brutal and associated with it,
brutality
it is.
They would have toned him down to be T-rated.
Well, even if they did that, it's not about toning the character down to fit Smash Brothers. It's more of the fact that they can't tone down Doom as a franchise. Yeah, they can't tone down the brand by toning down the character. Yeah. And I feel like that's probably why. If you notice, like, if you look at a lot of the M-rated characters, like Travis Touchdown, like all the actual Mii
Mature?
costumes,
Yeah.
you'll see that it'll say Smash Brothers X Doomslayer, Smash Brothers X Travis Touchdown, Doomslayer Smash Ultimate X Dante. Not the actual franchise.
Yeah.
And that's for a very good reason. It's exactly what they're talking about.
Oh, okay.
So stuff like that was where it becomes problematic. Now, can they do that? Eventually. But I think given the opportunity with so many other options out there, Nintendo will far more likely choose something else that isn't as brutal.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like it's not saying that Doomslayer is impossible. It's just that his possibility is so slim because how many other options are out there.
Yeah.
If Doomslayer exists, so does Master Chief, and Master Chief will probably get in there first.
Oh, okay.
Like that's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I kind of hoped, honestly, for like I have a top list that's reasonable. I kind of hoped for something from Nintendo. Either Sakayama Miya's Become Playable or the Ray Mark versions of custom Rebel characters, or even somebody from F-Zero.
Yeah.
Like they were all very amalgamous, so that like I would accept any of them, you know. And I got none of them. Like I was like it's just give me one of them. Yeah, I was like, just give me any of them, right? I mean, one of my ones were added was Mega Man. That was exciting. I was pumped when they added him the last time, but they even removed an assist trophy. Like, no, I'm taking this out just to spite you now. I'm like, I feel personally attacked by that right now.
Yeah.
So I didn't get any of my hopes, but my expectations were, I don't know, like my like reasonable expectations, like things that like make sense. I expected another Sonic character.
Oh, I know. It's only Sonic.
Like, it's only Sonic.
Square even got 3, so it's like, what the?
Yeah. And that, like, technically Sega has 2 characters because of Joker, but that's more Atlas.
Yeah.
But
that also kind of surprised me, too. That kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere, but, like, honestly, after Piranha Plant came out, like, it really broadened the scope of what's possible. And it didn't dawn on me. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, using Heroes of the Storm as an example, a lot of people used, like, named champions, characters that are iconic to the franchises and stuff. Zeratul, Jim Raynor, Thrall, stuff like that, right? They didn't expect random medic NPC from StarCraft to get their own name and become a character.
Which I'm a little disappointed they kind of pulled the plug on HOTS, because I was hoping for a Zerg character too. That would have been cool as shit.
They had stuff the stuff, but we'll talk about that on another topic. But it made sense when you thought about it. But I never put that type of process on Smash Brothers, and then they announced the Piranha Plant. I'm like, that's so weird, right?
Yeah.
So then, like, the more I thought about it, I'm like,
City Guard.
It's not really. City Guard. What the hell? That would have been perfect. Final character.
Oh man, people was so pissed.
City Guard from Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
At least he has a spear. It's not an anime sword boy.
Well, they had Shield too, right?
All four specials are just counters. All of them. That'd be hilarious. But the more I thought about it, the more it, like, kind of made sense. Like, it isn't just about the leading characters. Like, we obviously have rivals. We all have sidekicks and stuff like that. It would make sense if you had characters from various other, areas that just be emblematic to the franchise.
Yeah.
Piranha Plants are easily one of the characters I very like that. So I thought about it, and I was like, I'm expecting something like that again. From somebody like The Legend of Zelda or Splatoon, or something that has a very drastically different universe than a very humanoid character. You know what I mean? And the only thing I thought of was, like, Bokoblins, but I was thinking, like, classic Bokoblins, like from the very first game.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I kind of expected. I expected Sonic because, more Sonic characters. I only thought Eggman because everyone else was already picked. There are already assist trophies and stuff. So it's like, there has to be at least one Sonic character. I mean, he's the rival to Mario. You'd think you would have at least one more.
Yeah. Give us, I don't know, Knuckles. That's a Echo player and some. Yeah.
Well, Shadow would make better work.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought somebody would at least come in, but no.
Just Sonic.
Yeah, and then I thought about it. I'm like, this makes more sense with the Product Planet stuff. I expected Skull Kid or something like that to come up.
Yeah.
I didn't. Honestly, a lot of the characters that came up, I think the only one that really made I expected was Arms, but I did not expect that character from Arms.
Yeah.
I expected Spring Man, and then replaced the assist trophy with Spring Tron.
Yeah.
Because that just sounded right. But that was just my expectation. But looking back, we're gonna look back at all of Ultimate as a whole, and then Smash. Well, Ultimate now, and then Smash as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Ultimate now from when it first came out?
What do you mean, specifically?
Well, what was your expectations when it was first announced? What you were hoping to it really be, and what you got? And now looking back at, do you feel like it was better off than what you expected, or was it different and just still the same experience, or was it worse?
Oh man, I didn't expect this one to cat. I mean, it's a lot better, but I do miss all the extra stuff too. Everybody's gonna go back to Brawl. Brawl is where I had the most fun too, though, because it was always that imagine this but twice better. Oh man, I'm just rambling. Sorry. Anyways, I don't know. Back to Brawl, only because of the Subspace Emissary, I had so much fond memories of Brawl,
Right.
that it kind of blew my expectations of Melee. And then Ultimate comes out, and it's still pretty damn, or not Ultimate, but Smash 4, the Wii U versions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still liked it, but with Ultimate, I'm like, it's more the same stuff now. But I can see why Sakurai kind of gutted a bunch of stuff to make sure, no, get rid of all this stuff. Everybody just really wants to fight, so we're just gonna give you everything that you need. You can collect spirits if you want, but here's everything. Go fight, which I don't blame them for, because a lot of times people just, it kind of goes back to why COD got rid of story modes. It's because they just
It wasted a lot of development time.
Yeah, they're saying, hey, look, we looked at everybody's achievements, we looked at everybody's playtime and achievement rates. Nobody even gets the final achievement. Everybody just jumps on to. We look at everybody's achievements, and it's all versus achievements. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're just gonna gut story mode, and here's PvP. So.
Yeah, and going on Subspace Emissary, that I want to back up a little bit. The one thing I actually kind of expected was Sakurai to troll us in the very final character by kind of teasing Subspace Emissary. Everybody's getting into this dark thing and all that, and somebody steps out and it turns out to be Taboo from Smash Brothers Brawl as a playable character. I thought that would be hilarious. I kind of actually felt like it could have actually been a reality.
Yeah.
Because it felt like it just seemed like something they would do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the Sakurai trolling on that, but I'll talk about. We'll talk more on Sakurai trolling, but honestly, the I was expecting more trophies and stuff, because trophies were really huge for me.
Yeah, I missed that shit.
My favorite experiences was actually Melee and 4.
Okay.
Namely because the adventure mode was essentially randomized. So every time you played Subspace Emissary, you already knew it.
Yeah.
Once you play, the first experience would be the greatest experience. Every subsequent experience after that is just you running through the motions, right? But I liked the fact, and more on Smash 4 was on the 3DS. I like the 3DS's way of multipath. Do you want to make this even harder? That was great. I wish I had that with more of the randomization of the adventure mode of Melee.
Which also reminds me, a lot of it looked like Kid Icarus on the 3DS. Now look at it. It's not like Kid Icarus anymore. So we're not going to see it.
Because Kid Icarus got completely rebooted after that. That was kind of mind-blowing. But it really did make Kid Icarus its own thing. Yeah. Kind of unique. But, I'm actually very content with Ultimate. I do believe the Spirits was a quick way to being able to, cross-promote a lot of characters and a lot of games that would otherwise not get anything.
To be fair, Sakurai even said, "I kind of regret doing that because it did feel kind of like we had to skip the spinning rims. So here's some spirits instead to make up for it."
Well, I think it was actually kind of a smart idea anyway. Like there would be things like, oh, for instance, let's say Nintendo made a new IP just recently. The game Build a Garage, actually. That would be a perfect one, right? It's fun. People are actually enjoying it and all that. It's actually really hilarious. There's some actually pretty unique games in there. We'll probably talk about that one day. And Sakurai goes, that was great. We should add some more. We should add those in there, and add a couple more challenges. So not only is it a spirit, but you also get challenges based on that kind of spirit each time. So there's a little bit more content each time, right? Mm-hmm. I do wish that there was a diorama mode for it though.
Yeah.
So people can share their like collections, kind of like pseudo hinting at what characters they wanted to see at Smash, because that's what they did with the Smash 4 trophies.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I think they should have done that with that. Fun, Smash as a whole. I think we've had so many laws and rule sets and expectations from Sakurai that I think Ultimate blew a lot of those out of the water.
Yeah.
Like, it has to, like, there is, the game itself doesn't have to be on a Nintendo system, but there's always some kind of connection to that franchise to Nintendo on almost everything they have announced.
Speaking of which, too, freaking Kingdom Hearts is that cloud version. What the hell is that?
So if everybody is listening right now, and we actually see a very dedicated port by the time this thing is uploaded, you have the region of Southeast Asia to thank for it, because they do not have a really good internet connection there, that they actually love Kingdom Hearts, and they love RPGs, and they love Disney. That would be a lot of money on the table that Squaresoft would love to actually acquire.
I would just buy it. Like, give me the full experience.
I do think a
weird
dedicated port's coming.
Okay. Hopefully.
And it's Southeast Asia to thank for that.
If anything, I'll wait till then. So yeah. I'm not buying cloud games.
You're not renting games.
Yeah.
Shush. That's basically what that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm content. I like the way Sakurai has really made things. Like, we thought, okay, it has to be lead characters, which kind of got tossed out the window with Min.
Man, he trolled the hell out of everyone. I love Sakurai. He has a good sense of humor.
Yeah, he does. He really does. that stuff's been completely, that blows. Like, even with Sora, even outside the realm of our distaste with Disney and Sora or whatever, he played us all to a T to the very end.
Yeah,
like that, and even
the whole
with
Dark
Byleth.
Souls thing. Dark Souls.
Dark
I
Souls.
thought he was gonna do a Dark Souls.
I think
character.
one of my favorite ones was when it was the very first one that was a completely different design, so you didn't make a connection that it was probably Smash. Was the Punch Out. I was like, oh, they're bringing up Punch Out and all that, and then there's that one scene where he winds up a really big punch and pans the camera behind him. Turns out to be the sandbag from Smash Brothers. Just knocks him out, and then boom, he's in Smash Brothers. I'm like, what the hell? That was hilarious. I did not expect that.
I thought the one I saw was at E3 when I was like, oh, Kirby's in Mario Kart 8? Oh, it's Smash Brothers. Damn it. Yeah. I wanted
Rosalina. It wasn't even Mario Kart related. It was just Rosalina from playing. That's hilarious too.
Put
that
Kirby in because we got Inkling and Link in Mario Kart now. So yeah, it's like, give us Kirby.
Yeah, but if you look at it, the reason why the Inklings, Animal Crossing, and Zelda's in it is because they're all made in-house by Nintendo themselves.
No, okay.
So really,
Kirby is Game Freak, right?
HAL.
HAL? Oh, okay.
HAL Laboratories.
Dang it.
So, though it can still technically happen, it's easier to just walk across the hallway and be like, hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and use this. Can I? And they just go, yeah, go ahead.
Oh shit, what if we get Sora in Mario Kart?
No. No. Don't do that to anybody. Ever. No. How dare you? Feel bad.
Well, because we're at 90 now, right? Because originally it was just 12 characters, and then now we're at 90. Like, maybe we'll hit 100 for the next Smash Brothers for the Switch, and then start porting all these characters over to Mario Kart or something.
Well, people have been talking about that, actually. People have been saying, should Mario Kart become Smash Kart? Honestly, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I really rather have Mario Kart be Mario Kart. There are people keep saying, well, we used all the characters. No, you have not.
To be fair, the IP is so lucrative too, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
hey, look, here's some advertisement.
Mario Kart is still selling more
Than Mod Nation Racers, right?
edgy Mario Kart. But no, it's selling more than any of the other leading. It's selling more than Pokemon. It's selling more than Smash. It's so lucrative and so diverse in like a market appeal that you really cannot compete with that.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's so many Nintendo characters that haven't even gotten to race. Piranha Plant can do it. Because they had Petey Piranha and King Boo at one point in time.
Yeah.
It's easy to bring those two back. Then they could just add normal Piranha Plant because he was in Smash Bros. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
And then they literally have so many characters from Animal Crossing now. Like, well, what's her name? Anka, whatever her name is?
Mm-hmm.
Let's add Anka. You know how many people would play that one.
Yeah.
You know? So, there's stuff like that. But as a whole, like, a lot of these characters for Sakurai, like, these rule sets that we had, just because we were based off of, like, the patterns that were out there.
Yeah.
The only one is still...
Another troll I liked was it on Twitter that he announced Greninja?
No, he didn't announce, but he had an actually announcement video with him.
Okay. Because I remember everybody was like, oh, the next character's going to be this. The next character's going to be Goku. Just all these fake lists coming out, and he's like, Greninja. And like everybody was just like, oh my god.
Wasn't that not just Greninja? It was the fact that people thought it was Mewtwo in a cave.
Yeah. Well, everybody said, oh, I got the leak list. Oh, I got the leak list. Oh, I got the leak list.
Yeah, it was right when the leaks were coming up, and I don't think he did that on purpose. I feel like the timing was kind of just right for that.
Oh, okay.
Though. But I thought that was hilarious.
And everybody's list was wrong.
Wrong, all of you.
So I like how responsive he is to the community too, though. So
it's really good.
But if he is, we should get Waluigi.
Yep. And I understand that some people are going to use the same three people who harassed him for like a day.
Yeah.
And then he blocked them. It's like, these people are stressful. And that was it. And
yeah.
then they're like, they're all the
look at the Smash community.
Look at the Waluigi community. They deserve nothing. I'm like, shut up.
I know.
I don't think Waluigi's going to become playable because I feel like he's kind of like that running gag now.
No, okay.
Like, I feel like that's going to be the case. As much as I think he would be great to play, like, but they chose Piranha Plant over him.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real, that's the run-on gag right now. I feel like that's gonna be his life.
Yeah.
And then like until they eventually have that one final moment where they just do something really big, and then he comes out, and it's just like people are like, what's going on? You know, it's
here's a surprise character that everybody gets. Yeah.
Yeah. Something to that point, like. He makes it really big, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. But the fact that he did some base characters, he did basically, what was it, the franchises that are no longer on Nintendo, but like had some kind of like origins and stuff, like Joker. Like he kept doing, no, you're wrong. Think further, think wider, think broader. And I'm like, I don't know what to expect anymore.
Yeah.
Like I really don't.
But for the most part, so how much hands-on did he have on this one anyways? Like, he didn't do much of the...
I feel like he was not only just the oversight, but I feel like he was more involved with a lot of decision-making like he always has been. Mm-hmm. So when he comes in and goes, hey, Nintendo wanted me to add Steve, this is how we're going to add Steve, and wanted all the things kind of breaking down.
Okay.
So there's stuff like that.
Like, but I think he's done doing Smash Brothers from here on out?
No.
No.
I think he has put himself in such a state that after he's done with the one project he might be doing right now, he'll probably be like, I want to go back to Smash Brothers again. Or they'll announce Smash Brothers as a like port or something at that point. Who knows? We'll talk about that here in a little bit. He will probably go, no. We're not making that character like that.
No.
I have a better idea. And he'll probably like step in.
But we're going to get like 100 characters, man. That's like...
Possible. That's possible. 100 characters, easily.
Man. Well, I mean, I guess All-Star is going to be freaking cool as hell.
Mm-hmm.
if they ever bring back extra modes. Yeah, All-Star would be awesome. You fight 100 characters.
Also more. Yep. But we're gonna like wrap this up a bit since this has been a doozy of a one.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about some of our dreams. Like, what was the dream character you've always wanted in that just seems so far out there?
Etna. From Disgaea.
You know, and what's funny is I honestly, when I played a lot of Disgaea, I feel like they would probably pick a Prinny.
No,
now that
Right.
now that Piranha Plant's there, like it makes kind of sense. Like Prinnies are everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they emblemize everything Nippon Ichi Software has done.
Yeah.
So like it blows my mind.
They did grow on me too. So at first I hated them because I never liked mascot characters because
imagine getting getting all the time, getting knocked
Yeah.
out, and it's like, dude. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious and annoying at the same time.
Yeah, but I do notice their move sets do really match what would be in Smash Brothers in
Very
the
over
game.
the top and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I probably yours probably has way more of a chance than mine would ever in the history of anywhere.
Scorpion? No.
Probably even less than Scorpions. And Scorpions is absolute zero right now. But Earthworm Jim.
Oh yeah.
I loved him as a character. I love the over-the-top nonsense. I love the characters, like the whole stage and the whole characters with them, like Crow and Princess What's Her Name. Literally, that's her name.
But yeah, I could see him in Smash Brothers. Though.
Yeah, he would look so like his throw better just be him just whipping himself out and like grab like a ledge grab and stuff, and he just bites onto the ledge. That'd be hilarious to me. I would laugh so hard on that. His gun wouldn't be like a huge long range one. It would just be like very short stuff, so you could juggle people really quick and stuff. I think that would be really cool. But yeah, I don't think he's ever gonna happen. But then again, a lot of people said that about Sora, and that's one thing I'm really worried about is the future of Smash Brothers. Is
Shrek and Goku?
We have no, like that could be better, but no, that we will never get another Smash like this.
Yeah.
It's 7 years in development, so making a new one to even rival this would have already started last year. You know what I mean? Like it would have already like continued development. Like,
but didn't they have the Tekken team working on this one too?
Yeah, just like they had with 4.
Okay.
But they had so much, and for so long. Like it's been 7 years of active development. That's a lot. You know, that's heavy.
Yeah.
So literally, the best bet is
that's a console's lifetime. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And so the best bet was probably going to just upgrade Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Like just upgrade Ultimate.
Yeah. Even Spawn Wave pulled a lot of people, and majority of people voted for just port it.
Yeah.
So
just fix some of the problems. If we have problems at the end of the development cycle, just port it. But the problem is now, like, even though Sakurai has said that it's easier to port, he says that before he even knew the second pass was coming. So Sora being a thing and Disney being involved puts a lot of weight on whether or not that can actually even happen.
Yeah.
Because they could easily port it without Sora and just blend in all the spirits together and maybe even make a diorama mode and stuff like that for the next version. How much are Kingdom Hearts fans willing to sacrifice of other people as long as they have Sora?
Yeah.
Because I like Crash, right? As a character, I actually really enjoy him. But I don't trust Activision. And I'd rather not have Crash to guarantee, like, let's say Activision didn't like Capcom. I'd rather have Mega Man, Ryu, and Ken, and possibly Chun-Li, and possibly Dante, and possibly, I don't know who else. You know, like possibly Arthur or Maximo. You know, possibly Monster Hunter. Then have Crash.
Yeah.
So how many characters is Kingdom Hearts fans willing to sacrifice of other people's wish lists so they can have Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
That's the monkey paw deal right there.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, because it's going to happen. They don't care because they're the last character, so there's nothing that they feel like they're losing on other people, so they don't care that Disney's involved because it's not going anywhere further than this.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. That's your argument. Now, what's going to happen later? That's the problem that we're going to have.
Yeah, okay.
But that's what we're going to wrap this up. But what do you think about the future on that?
Future of Smash?
Yeah.
Just a port. I don't know.
Support. That's honestly, I feel like that's very unanimous.
A port, and then I think the roster's okay. Even at 50, I think it was really good. But now we have almost 90 characters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, everybody wants their thing. Like, everybody wants their characters. Like, I still want more characters from Sonic. Like, not all. Like, I kind of expect them. They're rivals.
Go back to 12.
Eventually, Eggman needs to have.
What we're going to see in the next one is just back to 12 characters again.
I feel like they'll probably just go to Melee. If they started from scratch again, they'll probably just do a Melee, and they'll do a service type where they'll just add characters over time. I feel like that's what will probably happen. And I feel like that would be a very downward trend.
Yeah. So if anything, I say just port it. And
yeah. I feel like porting Ultimate is probably the smartest. And I don't know, with Disney involved, I don't know how easy that's going to be now. But hopefully we'll see. But we thank you all for listening to this really big doozy of a a retrospective. And we will see you on the other side. Hey everyone, this is Paraka.
And Ghost.
I would like to say thank you for listening to our podcast.
If you like our content, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe and share our video with your friends.
You can also follow and support us on other social media such as Minds and Rumble. Links in the description below.